In DaVinci Resolve 20, you can now animate your auto captions. And in this video, I'm going to show you how to do that. First of all, when we jump into Resolve, we want to find a video that we want to add captions to. That way we can try out this new animated captions feature. For me, I'm filming this video on a Monday, and I'm a creative director at my church, so Mondays are sermon reel editing days. So I have some sermon reels that need some captions. So that's what I'm going to be using. So we're just going to jump in. I'm going to find one of these reels that I've already started to edit. I'm gonna grab the live stream audio real quick and just get it ready to go, get it to a point where we can actually do captions. Okay, so now we can do our auto captions. And the auto captions feature has been one of my absolute favorite DaVinci Resolve features since it first came out. It cut the time that it used to take me to type all the captions manually. I mean, it literally does it in seconds. All you have to do is just go through and make sure it got all the words right. Most of the time, it's almost 99% accurate, and it is just one of my absolute favorite features. So let's go ahead and do that. We're gonna come up here to Timeline, AI Tools, and click Create Subtitles from Audio. I'm gonna leave these settings as is and click Create. And it literally doesn't take very long. This reel is about 17 seconds. Boom, the captions are done. That's how long it took. I already have a preset that we usually use for our church for subtitles. So I'm just gonna go ahead up here, click FBC, load preset. So this is normally how the subtitles would look. So that's the normal style that they would look. I'm just gonna go through and make sure that it got all of the wording correct real quick. Okay, so that's how I would normally do the captions. I would just leave it at that preset, that font, and that's kind of how we always normally do it. But let's check out the new animated captions feature in DaVinci Resolve 20. So to get to that, we're gonna go up to Effects, we're gonna come over to Titles, click on Subtitles, and click Animated. Now you can see that we have all of these different designs that we can drag onto our caption layer. So let's just see what each one looks like. First one is called Lollipop. Let's just drag that onto our track. I don't want to just come to church. Okay, so it's putting them kind of down at the bottom. Let's see if we can come over to track, and we're going to adjust some of these settings. I'm going to make them a little bit bigger, and we're going to put them here, and now I'll see what it looks like. I don't want to just come to church and clap the sermons about a Bible that I'm not interested in. Oh no. Okay, so that's one style. Now let's check out slide in, see what it looks like. Again, we'll adjust the position, make it a little bit bigger. Now let's see what that looks like. I don't want to just come to church. Okay, that one's kind of cool. Now let's check out rotate. I don't want to just come to church and clap the sermons about. That one's cool. Let's try statement. I don't want to just. I don't want to just come to church. That one's cool. And you can also come in and change the color. I don't want to just come to church. That's cool. You can also change the font. Very cool. I like that one. Let's just try word highlight to see what it looks like. I don't want to just come to church and clap the sermons about a Bible that I'm not interested in. I think I'm gonna go with statement, and before I make any other adjustments, I'm gonna go through and make sure that it got all the words correct, because it looks like it reset my settings after we added the animation. Okay, so now that I've went through and made sure that all the words are correct, I'm gonna take this and customize a little bit. So we're gonna change the color. I like this nice blue. We're gonna move them up to be center, a little bit bigger. And I'm gonna change the font. Okay, so I'm pretty happy with that. This is what the final product looks like. I don't want to just come to church and clap the sermons about a Bible that I'm not interested in. Okay, so I'm noticing one spot where it seems to be messing up, which is not interested in. It seems to skip the word interested. So I'm just gonna retype this and see if that helps. Let's see if it recalibrates itself. It still seems to be skipping. So let's find out why it's doing that. Interesting. I think I'm actually catching a small glitch in the software where when he says in, it goes to in instead of interested. So it's completely skipping highlighting that word. So the way that I'm going to correct this is just to put in on a separate little title piece by itself. Now let's see if that fixes the problem. I'm not interested in, oh no. Interesting. Now it doesn't highlight in. Okay, so after trying several different things, it's not something that I can figure out why it's skipping that word. So just be aware that there might be a few glitches with these animated titles that you might have to work around or try to kind of figure out how to make it work. But I'm sure that's something that they'll be working out as this software continues to grow and they continue to keep making updates and tweaks. But this still looks really cool, and here's the final look at how the animated titles look.
Oh no, but every single day of my life, I want it to be the bread that sustains me. I want it to be the water that keeps me going. Man shall not live by bread alone. You gotta have the word.
So, very cool. I can definitely see myself using this feature a whole lot just to make the captions a little bit more interesting. I'm constantly doing sermon reels for my church, any type of talking head. I think captions are just absolutely key, especially when about 75% of people don't actually watch social media with their sound on. So captions are definitely a must. And having animated captions like this just makes it a little bit more engaging for the viewer and kind of can give your video a different vibe so that you can change it up from time to time. Anyway, this was just a short tutorial today on how to make animated captions in DaVinci Resolve. It's super quick, super easy to use. As you saw, I kind of ran into a couple of little glitches that I'm sure they're going to get worked out because this is brand new and it's also in this new 20 version of the software. So I'm sure they'll be coming out with updates really soon to fix little minor bugs and different things that are happening like this. But make sure, get in there, check it out, try the animated captions, and see how it will level up some of your videos for social media. And if you like this video, be sure to check out some of the other videos on my channel.